On our first overnight drive, we got a little bit delayed due to an epic blizzard in Iowa. So we've decided to come up here to Sugarloaf Mountain near Boulder, Colorado, just to get our blood moving a little bit. It's a great view of the Rockies from here. And shortly we'll be heading out for another overnight drive. Go Cool, how was that climb?
I thought it was fun. It was fairly cruiser terrain, but
yeah,
it was just nice movement and
pretty long route, huh?
It was nice. Kept you going. It was like, I'd say this is a 70 meter. So it's about a little over 100-foot route.
Awesome.
Good value.
There you have it, folks. Good value route. So we're all done climbing for the day. Just lighting the campfire. Go Cool's tending to his hands. How was climbing today?
Oh, it was spectacular. It was great. It was, especially considering how the day started. Got out of our tents to a drizzle, but that stopped fairly soon. But it was still overcast for maybe an hour or so. And then weather sort of changed on a dime. The sun came out and it was clear skies all day and really nice temperatures and some good climbing too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Zoe, how'd the climbing go today?
It was great. We did some nice and some tens. Goku also did an awesome crack.
Do you like to climb under moonlight?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Sweet. Well, this place was really beautiful, filled with all sorts of greenery, which was a total change of pace from the deserts that we had been climbing in. And we found this wall called Planet of the Apes Wall, which is near where the movie Planet of the Apes was filmed. And the wall is filled with all sorts of huge Wacos, which made for some really interesting climbs. And the difficulty ranged from like 5.7 to 5.12, all within a small space. So it was an interesting and fun day of climbing. That's the ocean, baby. Seeing the ocean was a great moment in our trip after such a long drive from Wisconsin. So as soon as we got there, I felt the need to dip my feet in, get them a little wet. Then we went up and set up some top rope anchors for a few routes overlooking the ocean. It was a nice slabby wall with a few interesting features to climb, and Gokul did a bit of leading on an arete. And at the end of the day, we did some bouldering, which was really fun because no crash pad was needed. And even though the climbing wasn't the greatest of the trip, you couldn't beat the location. Well, up on this hill here, we have quite a nice weekend retreat. This is John Fogarty's house. Yeah. And he likes to come up here just on weekends, relax. It's not quite up to his standards for normal living, but you know, it's a nice little cabin. This is where the Kardashians used to live. Their house is now a bundle of sticks lying in the ocean. You can find out more info in my Pacific Coast Highway tours, which I give every Saturday at 9 a.m. And we'll see where all the celebrities live, or used to live until their houses slid down a hill into the ocean.
Heading into Joshua Tree National Park, and this is our main point of interest for this trip. We spent 4 days here climbing various walls, and we were really rewarded with beautiful sights when we entered in the park. Whimsical, magical Joshua trees made us feel like we were in a Dr. Seuss book. Great expansive views of the desert, and we set up a couple of top ropes. The climb was a little bit sketchy, with rock falling off and crumbling on down below us. Delivered a shimmy climbing, and got to see a real adventure with some highliners climbing between two cliffs. Day 2 of our Joshua Tree adventure at Echo Rock. After a great night of camping in the desert, we headed out to a friction slab climb, which was really special for us Midwesterners to be able to do this climb, because we don't really have so much friction slab here in Wisconsin. And as a new climber, it was really, really fun to have a foothold stick on tiny little bits of rock and just go with it. Even better was just rounding up to the top and getting to sit up there for a few minutes, taking in this expansive, beautiful view of the Joshua trees in the desert.
For our next day at the park, we went to a place called Finwall, which was right on the main tourist trail of the entire park. So instead of these huge approaches that we had the last few days, we basically could just walk right up and set up some top rope anchors and just climb a wide variety of routes across this entire wall. At the end of the day, we said goodbye to Josh, Jonah, and Chris, who had been climbing with us so far in the park. And right next to the parking lot, we found a whole scattering of boulders, and we did a ton of bouldering until the sun went down. It goes!
Nice!
Woo! For our final day in the park, we decided to take on a new challenge, a multi-pitch climb called Right On. We only had one experienced multi-pitch climber in the group, but the rest of us were really eager to try this out. Goku led the first pitch for us, and it turned out that after he got to the top of the pitch and set up an anchor, that we saw some bad weather coming in and decided that we shouldn't take any unnecessary risks and went back down after having a celebratory beer. It turned out that it was a good decision to come down early. snow in Southern California. Joshua Tree National Park.
After getting snowed off our last time in Joshua Tree, we headed to Red Rock, Nevada, and spent our last day climbing there. Beautiful day it was, blue skies, great sunshine, beautiful views, and while Red Rock has thousands of routes to climb, we just had one small taste. But it left us all hungry, thinking about future climbing adventures to be had.
Uninterrupted trees.
Systems in this new
Dun,
year,
dun, dun.
thanks in large part to low-cost solar panels
dun,
from
dun,
China.
dun, dun, dun.
Mid-Auckland,
Uninterrupted
as large summer reports from the station
trees.
KQED